I love the Yakuza series. There's not a single game in this franchise that I haven't played yet that I don't absolutely love. And I have zero to thank for that.
You ready for round 2? This has been a long time coming, so let's get it over with. This is how I beat Yakuza 0 without any heat. There's a couple things I need to explain before we begin though. First off, I did this on Legend difficulty, meaning if I died, I have to restart from the last save file, not checkpoint. 2. To add more suffering to the lack of heat, I decided to do only health upgrades, which basically means I'm fighting like I'm fighting in a dream. I do no damage, I have no abilities, I suck ass. Don't ask me why I did it, I just wanted to make it harder on myself. I also gave myself 1 heal per fight. What I mean by that is, if it is a long fight, that's 1 heal. If it's a boss fight, that's 1 heal. And if it's a long fight going into a boss fight, I get 2 separate heals for those sections because they're separated. This does not make the challenge any easier. I promise you, I still died a fuck ton trying to do this. And for even more unnecessary difficulty, I made myself unlock Legend as soon as I possibly could, which was very early on, and if you know anything about the Legend style, specifically Kiryu's, it sucks balls if you don't have heat. The only saving grace is the counters, and oh god, did I have to use those a lot. Now, because I have a life outside of YouTube, believe it or not, I gave myself 1 leeway. I can use everything except healing equipment, such as things that heal me when I'm standing still, or stuff like that. Everything else is fair game. Armor, guns, swords, nunchucks, anything that I could use to like deal damage, help me that isn't healing, I'm allowed to use. And by God, did I need it. Now for all those paying attention, you may have seen that this was a 9-month-old video in the works. Kind of. Back then, I didn't have the footage for those early fights, so I just gave a quick description of them. I think it's still really funny, so I'm going to leave it in before we actually get into the challenge. So, here's a quick summary.
I learned how to fight. Don't ask why I'm getting my ass whooped in this footage. I kind of forgot how the tutorial worked. Walk across half the city because Nishiki wants to get some exercise and he's a fat lazy fuck. Learn how to do heat actions. I don't even know why I showed this. This is like the only time I ever actually got to use them. Sing some of the best goddamn karaoke of my life. Learn that I accidentally game-ended somebody and that if I don't clear my name, my dad in prison is gonna get game-ended as well. After doing some other miscellaneous tasks, I finally have the ability to unlock the Calming Tower. Let me just say, Mahjong is one of the worst to win if I got lucky, but I just...
Yeah, knowing your luck,
Oh my fucking god! There's... Fuck! I literally can't win.
Or like, maybe Doom or Cluster Chuck.
True. I wanna cry.
Speaking of Doom, I forgot how bad I was. I've been dying a lot. Probably because I am playing on...
Oh, fuck you, Koji. Of course you stole it from me. What the fuck is this? This motherfucker. You know, I'm just gonna fucking quit.
With friends, and that was the only thing I could get was control free because I could afford. I got... So, originally they were $12.
Fuck you, Koji! Stop winning! After unironically 9 hours of pain and suffering, I finally got the Calming Tower and was able to go fight Kuze.
Alright, the challenge can finally begin, starting with our first long fight. Fuck this long fight, dude! This fight is already hard enough because it's so early game and you have no upgrade. But imagine not having heat and doing reduced damage. With no heat actions. This shit unironically took me like 19 minutes. And God knows how many tries. I swear it took me like 20 tries just to beat the long fight to get to Kuze. That's not even counting failing on him. This section blows ass. The strategy for this section is honestly just use the weapons as much as you can and try and use any of your crowd clearing hits for Brawler because honestly that's all you got, bro. But honestly that might not even work because half the time you just end up getting hit midway and because you have no heat, you stagger. So fuck me, I guess. Honestly, Yaneda has been the run killer for this level. He keeps popping up, obviously, because that's what he does. But every time, I swear, he just happens to keep hitting me with these little peak shots. And I hate him for it because every piece of health I have is necessary. The more I lose, the bigger chance I have of failing. I know that's redundant, but God, though, every piece of health matters. The bathroom scene is probably the easiest of this long fight because they're really not that aggressive for the most part. You can take them out relatively easily as long as you don't anger any of them. After that, it's smooth sailing. But because I suck ass, I did end up having to use my one heal for the long fight. And God, it almost didn't help at all, I'll be straight with you. Even though I'm at full health, trust me, it does not help. And for as many times as the Yaneda fight whooped my ass, I ended up whooping his ass really badly, and I didn't take a single hit of damage. Is that gonna save me? No, not really.
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Alright, the Kuze boss fight. You may be thinking, oh, I got full health. This is gonna be easy, right? No, because he actually almost killed me. This shit is hard as fuck. With Kuze being so fast and me being so slow, it's almost impossible. The first phase of his health bar you can do entirely in Brawler. It's completely viable. But once he enters his heat state, you basically have to use Rush. It's the only viable thing because a lot of his attacks get armor or you're just too slow. I know that's ironic considering Rush is easily the slowest style without heat, but you'll see why you have to use it later on. Now, I actually did use Brawler for as long as I could, but you hit a certain point where you just take too much damage and you have to start cheesing him. This is how you cheese him.
You do light punch, you do heavy punch, and you get a fucking infinite.
Yo, you wanna learn how to do a fucking infinite? I'ma teach your motherfucking bitch ass. What you doing, motherfucker? Oh! Oh! How's it taste? Keep the rhythm up. If you fuck up the rhythm, the motherfucking combo will drop, motherfucker. Keep that motherfucking shit up. You keep that same motherfucking rhythm. If you drop this motherfucker, then it will not be motherfucking cool. You can cancel it out into motherfucking heavy punch ultra, but I ain't gonna do that shit. Ah! It drops after motherfucking 59 hits, motherfucker. That shit's crazy. 54 and 50.
But after about 20 tries, I was able to finally get this done. And by God, it only goes uphill from here. I slightly promise. The Beast tutorial and the dude right after the Beast tutorial are light work. I'm not even going to mention those. In fact, for all of the really easy short battles, I'm not going to mention them other than...
Light work, no reaction.
Light work, no reaction.
Okay, it's got a little kick. Oh!
Now, the Tachibana real estate men aren't actually that difficult. As long as you play smart and avoid the dude with the taser, you're fine. The Oda fight, on the other hand, is a little bit harder. He's super sporadic and he has a lot of armor, especially when he gains heat, but that can be specific for any of the bosses. You can't even use Beast because he just dodges all your attacks because you're too slow. Honestly, the strategy for this one is hit him with every chair and couch and piece of furniture you physically can before he enters the heat stage. Also, if you just do the leg grab, this is like a necessity just for getting in cheap damage. It's not even, I don't even consider it a cheat because it's just so necessary. I'm happy to say though that this one did not take me as long. It just so happens that Kuze is a bitch and so is his long fight. Okay, now we move on to Majima. Majima is way better than Kiryu, both for his calming towel and his styles. First off, his calming towel, you have to do a sub-story. It's not a difficult sub-story, it's toilet talk. That's all you gotta do. You just beat it, you get the calming towel. He's got Breaker, he has a good mobility class that doesn't even really require heat to be good, and he has Slugger. Last time, I kinda dissed Slugger because I thought it wasn't very good, and it was really slow and bonk on walls. I would like to resend that statement because the nunchuck skill is very good. I forgot about it, okay? My apologies. I used it a lot in this video, so there's my apology.
Still not better than Breaker, though!
Okay, that's like partially true. Slugger has its moments, and Breaker also has its moments. I think I used Breaker a little more, though. Though I did use Slugger whenever I went up against the melee dude, because God, being able to block sharp objects is a godsend. I find Majima's boss fights a lot easier due to the fact that his best style allows so much more mobility, and you get all three of his styles before his first proper boss fight. So, You could just breaker him until he goes into the QTE and then he's in his heat state. Kuze starts off with 2 health bars, but Lee doesn't. And honestly, even the heat stages aren't that bad. Your mobility is so much faster than the average dude that you're not even really gonna struggle that much. The only thing you have to deal with is your lack of damage and your recovery time on certain moves. Oh, by the way, don't ever use light into heavy attack or light into heavy attack. They're dog shit. Don't ever use them. In an ironic sense of humor, we ended off the fight by giving him a taste of his own medicine. A nice little chiropractor break.
Oh, my back!
Whatever you do, do not use the final hit of breaker heavy attack. It is so slow and it is almost never worth it. Just do the windmill. That's all you need to do for this style. This was the hardest part of this entire challenge. Pick any defend Makoto segment you want. They're all dog shit. The fact that if you fail, you have to restart from the beginning. That means I'd have to redo the massive man fight, the Yakuza fight, and depending on how far I got on this, all of that segment. They make you redo so much if you fail, and she takes like 2 grabs and then it's game over, which is horrendous. Her health does not regenerate between encounters, by the way, so if she gets grabbed once and then gets grabbed later, she dies. These are horrible. You need to take every precaution possible to not let her get tagged once. I literally don't care what anybody says. If you get mad at me for not taking the opportunity to fight every single person, I'm just gonna ignore you because no, I'm not gonna sit here for 7 goddamn years trying to do this. No.
I don't feel so good.
The strategy is honestly just breaker. That's the strategy normally, but it's actually a necessity here. Do not slugger, do not thug. Unless you somehow got a gun earlier, don't do anything else but slugger. I promise you, nothing else will work as effectively. Just do windmill and you'll be fine. Hopefully. Once you make it past that fight and you make it to the bridge, it's the home stretch. Makoto can't get captured, so just take your time and be careful. You're literally finished. Nothing to really say about this fight. There's a bunch of bicycles around you and you have beast mode. Go crazy. This fight is also not that difficult. The only dude you really need to worry about is the guy in purple because he has a knife. Other than that, this fight's kind of light work. Though, Okabe has one of my least favorite fighting styles, and you're going to see why later. This fight actually took so goddamn long, but it wasn't even because of its difficulty. It's just because Okabe is so tanky, I do so little damage. Also, don't ask me why I have so little health. Shut up. So at this point, I was finally able to go and unlock the legend style. I had a couple other things to do before that, though. Go ahead and take a wild guess how that went.
Oh my god, I think he's dead. Hold on. God dang it! Oh my god, I did it like the same frame as him. You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna have to redo the whole... What the sh...
Alright, I just want to see what's in this vending machine real quick, because it looks kind of cool.
Shotgun!
Excuse me? They gave me a golden shot. Okay. Wait, I forgot I have another gun. Hold on.
Oh, so now your bitch ass wants to fall. Alright, fuck you too. Thank you. That took all my ammo. He dodged 1 shot and 1 shot didn't register. That took all of the 9mm, by the way. As you can see, I barely clutched that. Even with max health. See what I mean? It's not hard necessarily. It's just tedious and kind of bullshit.
Hey, yo, fuck the Media King, by the way. This boss fight sucks.
Damn.
Gotcha!
Hey, let me go, you bitch.
Gotcha!
Damn, let go. Fuck, oh my god. Ow.
Gotcha!
Of course that, let go, you bitch. I actually
Gotcha.
I can't fucking move.
Gotcha!
Get the fuck off, bro. What a bitch. Just fucking grabs me.
Gotcha!
This motherfucker. Get the fuck off, dude. Seriously. What the fuck? This motherfucker will not stop trying to grab me. Look at this shit, bro. I have to rely on my old I ran out of fucking,
I ran out of survive stones. I thought I had more sacrifice stones. Hold on, do I have a... Oh, shit. Ah, fuck, I'm all out. All I got is this thing. He dodged! He in a fucking wall down! Shit! Oh, you bitch. Shit. Oh my god! Are you fucking kidding me? Sit the fuck down, bitch! Let's go! Give me this shit! Complete domination, pussy. Oh my god, it's a fucking back-to-back fight. Are you kidding me? How much health do they have? They're fucking boss health. Oh my god.
So you thought that looked pretty hard, right? Well, check out this number. What do you think this number represents, huh? I'll tell you. Represents how many times I had to redo this fight. 23 times. None of them were easy. If you have any thoughts about unironically doing this challenge, just watch this part and debate on if you actually want to do it or not.
Or whatever. Hey, did I just beat your guys up like an hour ago? Oh, hold on. We got troubleshooting star, though. I can rock with that. Hold on. Bro, I swear to God, did I just see them with fucking yellow health? Yes, I fucking did. God damn it. I wanna cry.
Take note of the fact that their health bars are only halfway through yellow and I am almost dead.
Let go, bro. What did we trade on there? Stuns that, dude. What the fuck is armor in this game? I already healed. That's right. And they just block everything. God. Alright, David. See you later, man. Yeah, I know there's a boss after these two. I'll admit, I was a little confident. I just didn't realize how bullshit it got. I forgot, like, the difficulty spike between the Gambling King and the Media King is so goddamn high. I got wall bounded. Like, what the fuck was that shit?
Nothing is impossible unless you stop doing it. By the way, this is what I meant by health upgrades. Because Brawler has a skill that blocks off the rest of the health upgrades, I didn't give it to myself. Is it mean? Yes. Do I never get to use a skill? Yes. Does that matter to me? No. I still didn't get it. God, I wish I did, though. So the strategy I devised was simply shoot them. That was like it. It's a lot of running around and shooting them. It's a lot of rush, dodge, hit, and run away. This is a literal runaway game. Just use guns. That's all that's going to work. I promise you. Nothing else is viable. This is only difficult because there's two dudes. I promise you, if there was just one guy, this would not be as hard. But because there are two, that's what makes it difficult. You must use guns if you do this. You cannot do it any other way. It is almost impossible. I did give it my best effort to not use guns for as long as possible, but when they hit you with a wombo combo that literally takes off almost 3/4 of your health bar, I just say fuck it at that point and just start using guns. I literally almost died from one interaction. So I recommend the zap gun, because obviously you get free stuns off of it. And yeah, the zap gun and shotguns, because it hits multiple targets. If you can stun them both, that's your best bet, honestly. And like I mentioned earlier, abuse the ground throws as much as you can until the game stops letting you do it. It's free damage, and you take no damage if they get out of it. Just, you know, I wouldn't recommend doing it with multiple people because they tend to hit you on grabbing them. It's really fucking annoying. For as low as my health got, I was playing extremely risky, and I got really lucky they didn't just cheap hit me. Because dude who stands like Kashiwagi has this limp kick that he does, and it is so annoying because it comes out so fast, and you can't dodge it on reaction, I swear to you. You have to preemptively dodge. It's so stupid. But I had to finally heal after a sacrifice zone stage. Oh my god, bro. I'm telling you, this is almost impossible without items. I promise you. Even the guns don't even really do a lot of damage. As you can see, they take off maybe like an inch of health. Also, I don't know what it is with armor in this game, but for some reason, people just get to armor bullets if they're in an armor state. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense because you don't get that invulnerability, but you know, I guess screw you. After trying to take out one guy for what felt like 15 minutes, I finally did it, and after that, it becomes a game of infinites. That's it. It's just infinite. Once you get down to one dude, it's so much easier. I recommend trying to take out the Kashiwagi clone because Boxer Dude is so much easier to fight. I was not recording my voice at the time of this fight being over, but it went something like this. Now, at first, I was a little worried because he has a gun. He doesn't really shoot it that much. Honestly, this fight is way easier than the last one. All you gotta do is hit him with all the objects around the room and just don't get hit. I mean, that sounds easier said than done, but he rarely shoots, so it's not that hard. He's not spamming bullets, which if he was, this would make this way harder. But in all honesty, it's really not that difficult. I did get a little mini heart attack here when I saw him go into his gun position, but I think he only does this like once or twice in the entire fight, so I got really lucky he didn't decide to just keep hitting me with it. But by God, was I terrified. Right there. Oh my God, I was scared. If I got tagged by that, I was going to be done. If you managed to make it through all that nonsense, then congratulations. Your run can officially begin. Hey, are you ready for a long fight right into a boss fight? Because I wasn't. From here on out, Kiryu will only be running the legend style. What does that mean? Well, I'm slow as shit now. You are going to stagger a lot in this style. A light breeze will cause you to flinch. The only things you really have are double finishers and the twist counter. Double finishers are fine for the most part, but again, you stagger so easily you might just get hit out of it trying to do the one you want to do. And you do have twist counter. It's good. I won't deny it. Did I spam it a lot? Yeah, because it was honestly at some points the only viable way I could do damage. Do I feel bad for it? Only a little bit, but at the same time, I don't give a shit. This is a particularly fun level to unlock Legend with, because this is the only level you're on a time limit, where if you don't beat them up, they get more dudes, meaning I could take more damage, which means I have to heal more, which means I won't get to heal later, which means I get fucked up later. It's all a circle of life, and none of it wants to give me life. It only wants to give me death. So, in all honesty, there's only one section I could really never beat the timer with, and it was this one. Okay, it wasn't this one, but I want to mention that I got 3 seconds on the clock, so I almost didn't do it. But it's actually this next one. I always got so close to beating these guys, but I just never could. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I couldn't beat them in the time limit. I think it was this one and the next one was the only ones that I couldn't beat in the time limit. Thankfully, I was able to beat it in the second time limit, but, you know, I still wish I could have done it in the first time. honestly, unless you just shoot them all, you're not going to beat these dudes in the time limit. You get 30 seconds for 2 fat dudes and 3 quick guys. Honestly, I don't even know how you're supposed to do that, unless you have a gun. And what's even worse is that if you fail the timer, you have to deal with a sledgehammer guy. Oh my gosh, the sledgehammer guy is awful. Okay, I lied. This fat fuck sucks. Oh my gosh. He does drop kicks. I swear he hits a spinning pile driver on your ass at one point. He thinks he's Angie. Like, what is he doing, bro? You should not be doing this with your weight. Why are you an acrobat?
You mean fucking ballerina? This man is a human tank. He can't see his own feet because his pectoral muscles weigh 300 pounds each. How is he sliding across the ground like a goddamn Olympic ice skater?
As long as you watch out for the Tachi kick, you'll be fine. Compared to the last boss fight with Kuze, this one is way easier. This may be the easiest one. You may not be able to counter grab him, but that doesn't matter because his attacks are really slow and wide. Sure, he may armor break you a lot, but in all honesty, that doesn't really matter because he's just really slow in this style. He's at a very big detriment when he doesn't have just his hands and he wields a weapon. This is really easy. He's honestly not even that difficult when he gets into his heat mode. All it does is that he armors my attacks, but even then, I don't know, he just doesn't hit me a lot. This fight was really easy. This is a very nice breather from the long fight. I did die here once though, I won't even lie to you, but that was purely because I ran out of health and I got... Other than that, this fight's really not that hard. Chinese men in Yakuza were really easy. I only bring up the Chinese men because it's just a really goofy intro fight. It's just Chinese men, there's nothing else to it, it's just that. After that was done, I decided to start grinding the Cabaret Club to get Majima's Legend style. Way easier than Kiryu's grind. Any of his bosses, any of his goon fights, way easier. That may or may not be due to the fact that most of the boss fights are with one person, or that the goons are all really easy to beat. That's besides the point. Okay, maybe that is the point. Majima gets way easier fights, I swear to you. Kiryu is just horrible in this challenge. Majima is really good, actually. I don't know why, but 10 years in the joint. All jokes aside, this is that part I meant with Slugger. This is where I had to spam the nunchuck back. Is it really good? I mean, a little bit. He did try and break out of it, and he almost did. But I won't even lie. It was a very big necessity to even beat some of the bosses for the Cabaret Club.
Home run!
Doing challenges like these make you recognize certain fighting styles, and it makes you despise them. Not because they're hard sometimes, but because in certain scenarios, they're just annoying as shit. A dude who will stun you, a dude who has a random trip that takes like 70 frames but always manages to catch you. I swear, these dudes got more cheese than a cow. That's why I'm a goat. Now the weird thing about Tsukiyama is that he has the boss fight theme for Lee and Nishitani, but he fights like a regular goon. Does that make him any easier? Honestly, no. I think he might have been the hardest, if not the second hardest fight in this entire Cabaret run. I don't know why. He was just hard as shit. I think I'm just going to chalk that up to him having blue health bar because, wow, is this fight long. It's not hard, honestly. I think it's just tedious. He has so much health. While this fight may not have been as difficult as Kiryu's, oh my god, was it 4 times more annoying. There are 4 separate people you have to fight. They all have lower health bars, thank god. But, oh my gosh, they never stop letting up. You can't hit them because they'll hit you midway. They'll just hit you when you're trying to do stuff. I swear to you, they never give you a chance. And they'll just dodge constantly. blocking and dodging. That's all they do. And what's crazy is that I managed to do this on my first try. It certainly didn't feel like that because, oh my gosh, this took so long. Like, I don't understand. I don't know why they got so much armor. I don't understand why they love to dodge or block everything. But, wow, they just really love to do that. It's really fun. And just like last time, if you manage to slog through this, you can finally begin the challenge in full. Two back-to-back boss fights and a long escort mission. Have fun, buddy.
What? No, dude!
Congratulations, you've unlocked the Mad Dog style. You know what that means. Okay, I'm like partially kidding. Well, yes, the counter is a very big necessity and almost a requirement, in all honesty. The chomp dash attack is also really strong and really recommended because it's basically your only good source of damage. And it's really your only way you're going to knock some of these dudes down. I swear to you, this style, once you get into heat mode, they just don't want to fall down. Other than that, it's alright. There's not much to say about Lee anyways. His fight is literally just his first fight, but you actually feel like you can do something about it. Yeah, that was basically his boss fight. Wait, where did we leave off again? Oh, right. Mad Dog versus Mad Dog. God damn, this fight was fucking boring. Here's the issue with a lot of boss fights. Once you get the Mad Dog style from Majima, a lot of the run just becomes super easy unless you decide to not use the stab counter. But the issue is that a lot of the time, it's the only way you're going to do good damage without having a fight take a literal half hour. Because a lot of your other attacks are really slow or don't do any damage. So why not just use the counter to make it go by faster? And believe me, I tried to style on them sometimes, but they just wouldn't let me. I think this is one of the only times I actually landed a cool move, but the issue is, again, is that it does jack shit damage. And most of the other times when I try and land it, he just baits me and waits and then dodges, and it's like, why did I even bother? Like, what's the point, man? There's no point. I don't even really have a funny remark for that. The footage shows it for itself. Light work, no reaction. Fuck this escort fight. This one is dog shit. How do you make an already hard-ass mission even harder? Oh, simple. Take away the crowd control. I hear you saying, oh, why don't you just use the windmill attack? I'd love to see that take out 30 people in one hit without upgrading the legend style, because that shit don't do fucking anything. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I have lost this so many times to that dumbass startup kick because he wants to swing from Kansas to Oklahoma. Like, bro, swing a little faster, please. Don't even get me started on the AI in this fight. I swear, their main brain function is either attack me or attack Makoto. And most of the time, those intersect because I'm trying to surround her so she doesn't get grabbed. They don't know what to do, and they're like, swing. Oh, I have your hand now. The amount of times Bat met Skull in this mission alone is enough to give me cardiac arrest.
Come get some Z's, good buddy. Take your motherfucking ass.
It was at this point in the run where I discovered, oh, that's right, I forgot Majima can hold other types of knives. So I actually started using the super spicy knife. And wow, is it a godsend. It not only has the ability to stun people, but it actually does damage. Who would have thought using a better knife would make you do more damage? Wow. So yeah, basically anytime I got into a scenario I thought was impossible, I just spammed super spicy knives. I finally joined the crowd. Oh yeah, try not to get caught mid-change animation, because that's how she gets grabbed, and oh my god, I swear to you, I actually failed a save like that. And you would not believe how frustrated I was seeing that shit. I actually got pissed off. I had to like stop for a day and come back later, because I was like, fuck that shit.
So I'm gonna pay you $100. Get the fuck out.
Believe it or not, this is actually not light work, no reaction. This is hard as shit. Somebody is always trying to hit you. Somebody's got a knife, somebody's got a bat, somebody is trying to cock your clock off while you're doing this, and it is so fucking annoying. Do not get hit. That's so much easier said than done. But I swear, every enemy has like a startup attack where if you get up and try and hit them, they'll immediately swing on you. You'll just get stun locked. I'm literally getting stun locked in the footage as I'm talking about it. Oh my god, that is how you lose so much health in this section particular. It fucking blows. And there's like 17 dudes and I had like no good way to take them out until I remembered, oh, that's right, I have a gun. Though, if I had to give an actual strategy that wasn't just use gun, try and focus on the people with knives or the taser. They're the ones that are gonna fuck you up if you're not focusing them. They will stun lock you, I promise you. The kuze fights get easier as you go along, but this one kind of reverses that because of all the dudes you gotta fight. I'll admit, they're not like the hardest dudes to take out, but it's still like, why are you here, man? Go away! I don't know how I managed to do this without using any guns, but I did. I don't know how, but I did. Once you get past them, though, kuze is honestly not too difficult. I actually adopted the tactic of rush by starting an infinite on him. I don't know how that worked, though. Yeah, for the most part, light work. Definitely a reaction, though.
Shut the fuck up! Thank you.
Escaping Dojima HQ, honestly not too bad. This first segment, as intimidating as it may look, is really not that bad. You just use your crowd clearing moves and be smart about when you do them. Obviously, there's thousands of dudes around you, so don't go in swinging wildly. You're gonna get tagged randomly, and that's gonna cost you later on in this level. Because, oh god, did the later sections of this part get frustrating. But just use the chairs and the bushes around you and your crowd clearing moves, and you'll be fine. When you make it to the first set of double doors outside, just use the lantern. It's gonna save you a lot of time and energy, plus it's got like 11 or 12 hits of endurance, so there's no reason not to use it. They do pretty good damage. Just spam it. It's like... Same logic applies here. Grab the lantern and go crazy. You do have Oda and Tachibana helping you out, so this may alleviate some issues, but do not rely on them because they're AI and they do cool stuff. Don't even bother using the sword in this scenario. Literally break it or drop it. Just throw hands. You're somehow faster with your hands than you are the sword. I don't know how. And you're also just gonna do more damage. Just don't even use the sword. It's not worth it. Just punch people. That's all I got for this part. This part's not even hard. Oh, this part sucks. There are so many guys. It feels like there's more guys outside than there were inside. There's lanterns, but it feels like that they don't do a lot of damage. You could pull a gun out, but at the same time, no, I tried to do it as much as I could without. I guess just use crowd clearing moves and lanterns as much as you can, and no, I take that back. Save them for this next part. Now you gotta do a Sword McGee again, 3 fat dudes, and whoever was left over from the previous section. The sword guy will kill you if you do not take him out. Because it's a bladed weapon and it's legend, that does a shit ton of damage. All I could come up with was just take out sword guy first. I didn't even pull out a gun. I just used ball buster. Don't use ball buster, by the way. It's not. He just doesn't. It got hard.
I don't give a shit.
I literally have nothing to say for the next 3 fights. I just stabbed them. That was it. Literally just counter-stabbed them because I just didn't care. That was it.
And you know what? It's not important. Murder, murder, murder.
This is the exact same Nishitani fight as earlier, except I think he has more health and another heat action. That's literally it. I have nothing else to add to this fight. This fight is so similar, it literally ended the same way as the first one. This feels like the longest long fight in the game. I don't know if it's my lack of damage or what, but god, this one just feels like it never ends, and every piece of damage you take hurts so much. It obviously does normally, but this, it hurts so much more. What the fuck? Get this shit out! It feels like for every 5 set of enemies you take out, there's about 20 more ready to come clap them cheeks, I swear. And it doesn't help the fact that most of these bitches is fat and wanna
Kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
Okay, but no, for real, any section with these guys sucks. I don't know what it is, but they tend to armor all of my attacks even though I have a damn knife. And they just take off so much health if they hit you. I don't know why.
Bring me that ass!
This section is a pain. It's really small, there's too many enemies, and I swear they love to hit you midway through your animation, so you get staggered and have to redo it. It just kind of stinks, especially if you get unlucky with them hitting you, because sometimes they'll just hit you out of order randomly. It's horrible. I knew I hated revolving doors for a reason. This part, oh dude, the enemies never stop. I kept thinking, oh okay, I'm done with this wave, I can go on to the next part. No. 5 more guys will come out from each of those doors, and for some reason, there's just more. And they brought back the fat dudes. Stop bringing back the fat dudes. This is not Yakuza 3. Please leave me alone.
Oh, scary. Oh, shiver my timbers.
Now, this guy is usually a pain in the ass on a normal playthrough, and you may be thinking, oh, he's probably gonna whip my ass. I mean, a little bit, but not actually that much. He's actually really easy. When you get the speed of Mad Dog and the ability to block metal, like Slugger, kind of nullifies a lot of the difficulty. Not to say he didn't get in some good licks, because in all honesty, he almost got a lot of damage on me really late into the fight. But yeah, other than that, he got his ass whooped. But that's only one hard part. We still got the other part. It's never until you start doing slow moves against Seta that you realize he has this little annoying ass sidekick that he'll use while he dodges, and it fucking trips me every time, and I hate him for it. And he's such a, look, he just fucking did it. He's such a bitch, and I hate him. Each of his attacks do way more damage than they have any right to be. He's really slow in his attack, but he's a lot more defensive. He waits for you and then counters. And the issue is that I'm too slow to deal with it, so I'm gonna fucking complain about it. I hate this fight. And I almost died, and I had to redo it. Most of my deaths came from this part. I fucking hate him.
You nap, you get slapped, or you slumber, a cucumber. Nice.
I literally got to 1 HP in this fight, and you would not believe how scared I was. I should have healed, but I didn't.
He's just standing there, menacing.
Because I'm just a boss like that, what can I say? I was really scared this entire fight. This right here was the part of the run I feared the most. The most infamous part of this entire game. Well, maybe that's Kwame. But regardless, the car scene. No heat eye? I was like, how in the fuck am I gonna do that? Turns out it's actually not that hard. Believe it or not, that was my first attempt. I did this first try with no redos. I don't know how, but it really wasn't all as difficult as I thought it was going to be. I really only took damage on the van section, and that's just because there's too many guys there, and they're really tanky. Other than that, this is really not that hard. But I'd be lying if I said I was telling the whole story. This challenge has been going on for 9 months, but it would have gotten done sooner had I not made one fatal mistake. The footage you saw of the car scene was actually take 2. Why was it take 2? Because of this comment. When I was recording footage for the car scene, my brain did not think about the heat eye. I simply played the mission as it was intended using the heat eye, forgetting about the challenge entirely. The point is no heat. The heat eye has heat in it, so I failed the challenge. Now I had 2 options. Continue with it normally, or give up. But I went with the third option. Replay the entire fucking game again!
He's pulling his cock out!
I had to redo the first long fight in Kuze. I had to redo the Oda boss fight. I had to redo the first Lee fight and Escort fight. And I had to redo the Okabe and Squatters fight. The only thing I didn't redo was getting the Legend stock, because all I was focused on was getting back to that car scene. And guess what? It was even harder without the Legend style. All the footage you've seen from most of these clips has been a second playthrough, meaning I had to play through another set of Mahjong to get the calming towel. Fuck! Remember how in the beginning of the video I had old me do a recap of the stuff I didn't record? That was because I was so frustrated and didn't think I was gonna do it. I was just gonna stream the rest of it. The Kuze fight, all those things I listed were redos. Here's my first proper attempts. Yes! Oh my god! I did a second try! Oh my god, my health is at a literal sliver. Holy crap. Oh wow, that had me on the edge of my seat. No! I forgot about the fight afterward. Oh my god, I forgot that there was a fight afterward. I didn't realize that that was a knife. Stop! Oh my god, I have to use it. Please tell me this has good heals. This is the worst heals ever! I actually died. I literally thought that that was going to be so much better, but it literally did nothing, and I still died regardless. Fuck you! Ah! Please! Stop! Bitch! Let's go! Oh my god, I'm at half health! I have never gotten this far with this much health. In the game. Oh shit! This is gonna be fucking light work. Stop blocking, you bitch! This is light work now! Oh my god, I got past it. Still, I'm pretty sure I'm in Breaker, but I can't let them touch her. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, fuck, I lost. Oh my fucking god, I'm so upset.
Do a flip!
I'm gonna fucking die. Any scene that you heard me talking over with the shitty ass microphone quality was from a stream, which was my first playthrough. Most of this other stuff has been a second playthrough just to get to the car segment. I could have given up. I could have said, fuck it, not done it. But I did it because I was too far gone to not do this legit. So with that all out of the way, we can get back to the video. What's the next part again? At this point, I was fucking fed up. I pulled out the blicky and I shot him. I don't care.
High on American spirit.
Ain't no way I was about to redo that entire car segment because Kiryu can't punch faster than a sinking Titanic. I'm not about to do that.
Shut up, man!
Shut the fuck up. No one cares about. Know your fucking place, trash.
It's another Kuze fight. I don't really know what else to tell you, except Kuze is a bitch. I swear, he would constantly attack me midway through my animations, regardless of whether he was in heat mode or not, and his little goons running around would always try and hit me. I got tagged way more than I should have in this fight, and he almost got me down to red health. I swear, I just took so much more damage than was necessary. Nishiki was over here fondling some dude's balls. I don't know what he was doing. He was not helping. But other than that, the fight wasn't all too difficult.
Shut up! Oh my god, I don't care!
Majima!
You know what's ironic? As I'm recording this, I actually just made some ramen. It's not cold though. But, hold up, that's besides the point. Now, the Kashiwagi fight actually hasn't been all that difficult. Right until about here though. That's when it got hard. I actually recorded this scene a multitude of times to try and get the QTE right. Did I ever get the QTE right? Yeah, after about 10 tries, but, you know. Kashiwagi does big damage, so don't let him touch you. As long as you're playing safe and smart, you really should have no worries with this battle. It was honestly kind of light work. Aside from the QTE. You know, I can see why Nishiki became who he became later on in life, because his fight was incredibly easy. I swear to you, I almost no damaged it. That was how easy it was. I don't even really have much to say, on all honesty. Like, this fight was just really easy. His moves are slow, he telegraphs almost everything. The only thing that might catch you off guard is his little backward side kick and maybe one of his QTEs, but other than that, not much to say. And yes, I'll have you know, I did in fact use this QTE as my one heal. It's not like I was gonna need it though, because I literally took almost no damage throughout this entire fight. I'm only showing this fight to show how much this katana dude messed me up because I got cocky. I don't really have a lot to say about this part. It's just a big group of guys, but the room is really spacious, so I feel like I'm not too crowded, so I can actually move around. Overall, not too bad. Not much to say. You want to talk about catharsis? Look no further than this long fight. Oh my gosh, this was an amazing fight. But not for the reason you think. Not because I was dealing a lot of damage, or because it was a really fun fight. I was actually getting my ass whipped a lot. No, I finally discovered the use of super spicy knives for real, or just different swords. I used so many to test out here and figured out what I needed for later. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun to discover those.
Look at him burn! Look at him burn!
Holy shit, man, are you alright?
The Chinese broadsword does a really good job at dealing extra damage to an already lacking in damage style, and it gives good crowd control because of how big it is. And I really like the sound effect of the broadsword. It has a nice sheen to it. Other than that, though, this section was pretty easy. Nobody gives a shit!
Kuze. あんた一人か。決着つけさせてもらいます。クゼの兄貴。言うね。上撃だよ。いつでもいいぜ。殺す気でかかってこいや。
The final test I have to pass before I'm ready for the final encounter. Last kuze fight. And God is he hard, bro. Starts off directly into heat phase, so I can't get any cheap shots on him. All I can really do this entire fight is twist counter and grab his leg and throw him. I can't grab him upright because he'll fucking land on me. He is strong. He deals so much damage. This fight is tough, and it is no joke. The fight had just started, and I was already down to half a health bar. I don't even know how that's possible. I just got him out of his blue health bar. That's the crazy part. But then I grab his leg, and I start absolutely demolishing it because it's literally the only way I could do damage in this fight. It seems cheap, but I don't even think weapons would have really helped me here, like just surrounding me, just because I feel like he would have armored all of them. I could have shot him, but we don't do that in the final kuze fight. We real men in this house. We fight him mano a mano, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Run that back. Because that joke is new when it's open my mouth. Please pick the chin up like a picture there. Bitch ass boy, I fuck with my longest tail. Stop playing with faggot ass boy, now I'm gonna cut the shit out of your faggot ass. Fuck you talking about, you just got combos by Marky. Marky Salarski, bitch ass boy. You mad as shit because I smacked it.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air. How could his hands do this? Oh, someone get him out the air.
I did try and not heal, but it was way too close for comfort, so I unfortunately did have to heal once. But it almost didn't matter because Kuze is just him and almost got rid of all that health I just healed. But thankfully, I didn't get too sloppy, and I was able to take him out and reach the final mission. But before reaching the final mission, there would unfortunately be a hiatus, because I did not know at the time how to work a capture card, and my computer was not of the best quality. I was not able to record a proper final video for the no heat challenge. However, now I have the ability to. It is unfortunately lacking in-game sound, but the footage looks decent. After a 2-month hiatus, I think it's time to finally put this challenge to rest. The last stretch of the no heat challenge begins. But hey, I'm not a very good teller, so why don't I show you?
Huh? 一丁景気のやれや。
女一人のために狂っちまったな、真島ちゃん。狂犬みてえな顔してるぜ。
で引きずり込んでるわ。どうしよう。よ。桐生ちゃん。
There can be only one dragon of Dojima. It's finally over. The most difficult thing I think I've ever done for this channel. Both in terms of getting the footage and making it. Because this video is an hour long. God damn, I was not expecting it to be an hour long. Regardless, I'd like to thank all the people that decided to stop by and watch an insane person mentally deteriorate. I'd like to thank all the people who saw me from day one do this challenge. Because God, you know how difficult it was and how boring it got sometimes. And I don't ask this a lot, if ever, but maybe consider subscribing. This is really hard. I don't ask it a lot. I'm only going to ask it like this one time, and you may never hear it again. But just consider it, or at least share it with your friends. And oh yeah, I almost forgot. Thank you so much for 3,000 subscribers. This is technically supposed to be a 3K sub special, but it was such a last minute thing, I don't even know if I'll consider it one. But regardless, thank you for 3,000. I don't know what you guys have been doing, but I appreciate it nonetheless. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And take it easy. You deserve it. Peace.